Yeah. All right, welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. I'm the Wolf Crazy, and that is, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, O'Doyle himself. Wearing a nice, clean
Rules.
tee, I have to say, looking very,
It's
very
kind of
clean
clean. I
over
mean,
there.
I got a little rust stop on it. Was buffing out some rust spots in the old car today. So,
Fortunately, the camera ain't picking it up, sir.
well, that's outstanding.
um, so I want to apologize first that we weren't able to cover anything yesterday. Um, my voice is a little bit better today, so but I'm gonna try to stay about this loud. I probably won't get as hyped. Um, but overall, like, yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm ready to watch this match between Paragon and Paradox. They look very similar in their logos, but they consist of very different teams. Um, so that being said, why don't we kind of go over the rosters? We'll start with Paragon. Over on Paragon, we got Puddles, who's the captain, Shell, who is also a co-captain, Schlevy, who's going to be our perspective tonight. So thank you, Schlev, for that. Z Shid, myself, the Wolf Craze, Apollar, Flyboy Pilot, Peaches or PJ, and 212s, who is still recovering. So stay tough there, buddy. But let's go over to Paradox, and why don't you take that one away?
All right. So Paradox. We just faced them actually. Not too long ago. You got Captain Domino. You got Solo Knight, Banana Hammock, Jason, Rooster, Captain Chin. Don't hate me. Naya Kai, and Jay Designer. Definitely, they were a fun team to play against. Who's going to be the active roster for you guys tonight, Wolf?
Oh boy, that is going. Let me just go back. We're going to
I know,
have
I know Puddles is sitting out, and I know you're sitting out. I think we're going to have Z
Schlevy
Shit and Schlevy.
and a Poller, and I think PJ and
It would have to be Flyboy, right?
Puddles help me out. I don't know if he's playing tonight,
Well, I mean, if not, you're going to
but
have four.
no, I'm trying to think of who else. Schlevy, Shell. So Shell is playing.
Oh,
Poller's
Chell. Okay,
Z and
there you are. Okay,
PJ.
you got it all.
Okay.
Okay, you got it all then. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that should be a pretty good match then. Um,
for
I'm
sure.
hoping Paradox can steal some points from you. I don't think they're going to, but I hope they can.
I hope they can too. They need it.
Definitely. They need
they're
a win.
they're kind of sitting at the bottom rung of it all, and that's not to be mean. It's just the reality of the situation. They need to get a couple of wins here. They need to get something going to kind of boost their morale. Not that they're not having fun. Obviously I'm able to see their chat and everything, and they're very optimistic in their progressive performance as the season has gone on. Uh, so, and, as long as they feel good about the improvements that they've made, then you know that's something. But
Well,
let's
like,
hope they can get a few points.
let's hope they stay in the top 8. I'd really like to see them, come tourney time.
Yeah,
Because I mean, again, that's where it all matters. I know we've had a few teams, like I know Gaba Army is kind of struggling a little bit with roster. Had a few people drop out. So fingers crossed, Gaba. I hope it works out. Hope you can convince some of these slackers to come back.
yeah. Speaking of coming back, I've when I have played Alvo for the past, how long have we been doing this now? Is 5 weeks. So past 5 weeks. The only time I've really played Alvo is for practice or for league. I haven't really gotten into publics, but I was watching this young man. I think his name was High Moose. I know Moose was in the name, but I'm pretty certain I've seen his in-game name before. I'm blanking on it at the moment, but he's still only a level 50 or something like that. And I was watching his stream last night, and so he was in there with someone else, and that gentleman was giving him pointers on locations that he could sit for certain maps, and showing him just going, "Hi Moose, yeah, hi Moose 420, yeah, really cool guy." Um, and it was just those 2 in a lobby of bots, so they took the time to review some of these spots, and Hymos was like he was very appreciative of it, and I'm sitting in chat, I'm like, "I love that this guy is, you know, showing you all these ropes and stuff because it's that's kind of how the community is, or at least a lot of members tend to be. I can't say everybody, but it was really exciting to see. And then they invited me to play, and I wasn't feeling really too well still, but I was like, you know what, I haven't had a lot of fun, like just jumping into a random match before, and it was free for all. And I ran in with pistols, and then I also ran in with revolvers. I'll tell you, I forgot how fun revolvers were, man.
Oh, they're real fun. They are real fun.
Yeah, he streamed
Uh,
for 8 hours. Yeah, this
oh
guy's no
wow.
joke. Yeah, he's been streaming Alvo quite a bit. If you guys wanna go to his, Twitch channel, you can check out some of his past streams. And he's not too bad. He finally had gotten the Sterling, and he's loving the gun, and he's tugging at my heartstrings because I love that weapon. Like, that weapon is, like, one of my favorites. So I'm like, "Dude, I love to see that someone else is using it." But running with the revolvers was great fun, and I forgot the joy of running with the revolvers and the freedom. And then fortunately, we ended up getting, Dinko in there. There was also, OG. There was I know we got a Polar and Puddles at one point, and, there were a couple others as well. Oh, and,
Again,
Redneck Napalm. Yeah, he was
well,
there too.
again, like, you see those, those really good OG players. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, when I first started playing, like, I kind of got excited when I saw these people because I knew
Mhm.
I was gonna have a challenge. I knew I was gonna get better. Um, and if you're that type of player that's coming up against these really good players and you're just kind of like throwing in the towel right away, you're not gonna get any better.
Mhm.
You gotta face like better competition to get better. You don't get better by just killing bots.
That's so true. So true. So right now, I only have, one perspective. We are in team deathmatch here. Oh, I am gonna have to fix this.
Slibby,
Sorry if
dude,
you hear the double audio, folks. I'm gonna fix it in a second.
battle at the laundry room.
If anyone knows the other
Oh,
other perspective,
by
I
the
have
right plant, and one in the
Captain.
section hall going
I
around
think
the
it was
clock.
Domino the last time, if I remember right.
I'll double
Big.
check.
Only flash
I
lady.
think Domino streamed when we faced Paradox.
Yeah, that's who I had, but um,
I got one.
Yeah,
doesn't.
sometimes like the
Yep.
last time I tried to do it
Around the
myself,
corner.
like I had
got him.
to refresh it. So Banana Hammock is Domino.
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
I refreshed Dominoes and it didn't work.
It was weird that one time I can't remember who was streaming. I think it was Mental. I actually had to like
Oh, laundry room.
refresh
Or
and
locker
go
room,
get
but I think I got
the
both
key
of them.
all over
Nope.
again.
Yep.
I think
All right.
Titch
He got
helped
me
me out
in the
with it.
locker room.
I guess I will spend a moment and do that. So I'll leave you.
So I mean, we're starting off here with team deathmatch. We got 11-5. It looks like no, or 8. Still not a huge lead. Anything can happen. Of course, if you're new to the stream, we're gonna see team deathmatch. Then we're gonna transition into search and destroy, and then we're gonna go to hardpoint. Probably the most action you'll see is in hardpoint. This TDM, I'm telling you, you got some really strong free-for-all players where the perspective we have is Slevy. He is a total killer when it comes to free-for-all. So I think you're going to see a lot of action out of this this POV right now.
Bathroom hallway back there.
They're facing a
Double
sister
windows
or a
are.
brother team, whatever you want to call it, a cousin team. I don't know.
GP.
Both teams have a lot of decent players on them. Obviously, Paradox is still very new to this comp scene. They played a lot in the early days, and then they kind of took a little bit of a break. But they're all back now. Really, I'm waiting for this team to gel. Like my old football coach always said, he said, you don't really want to gel at the start of the season. And when I say about gel, is like that's when you come together and you start playing as a team.
We're only ahead by 6.
So they still got what 2-3 weeks really. They really need to start gelling and setting it up to where they can at least stay in that top 8 because tournament time is coming. You can do very good in this these first initial rounds. You can end up on top, but really at the end of the day, it's just like a race. You can lead the race for the first like 200, 300 laps, but when you get down to the last like 10 laps, that's really where you need to pull it together and put your big boy boots on, pull yourself up, and get ready to take the championship.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said there with regards to making sure you gel. And this is a culmination of a bunch of new players. So
34-29. It's still very close. Looking
is.
at a 5-point difference.
Yeah, there's not a significant difference here. We have scrimmaged together quite a bit. So I would suspect that Paradox is prepared for some nice spot.
They missed the vent. They missed the vent.
You know, I saw that out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh no, he's gonna get shot.
But Paradox does know some of our antics and some of the routes we take. So I anticipate that they're going to use that knowledge to their benefit. Granted, this isn't necessarily our ace team, but we practice together so often that I got a lot of confidence in our entire roster. Paradox, they do know what they're up against, and hopefully they can use it to their advantage. Team deathmatch is definitely not a mode that I would say that they're predominantly good in. I mean, they're fine, but in terms of a competitive sense, it's their weakest game mode. I think the other ones they're a little bit better in. Town is going to be one of their primary maps to pick, so be on the lookout for that one.
Town is always a fun map to play. I mean, I don't know. It was fun last night. We got to play Pit again, and
so did I actually, and that was a blast.
I like Pit. I really do. I really like Pit on Machete Monday. In case anybody's out there that has not joined for Machete Monday, it is a blast. Got a lot of good people in there, and there's no gunfire. The only time you have gunfire is if you're trying to take a kill streak out. So big props to Dirt Nasty, and I think Fergie has been helping out a lot with it as well. If you haven't been, definitely check it out. It's a good time, but get ready to sweat.
43 to 60. A bit of a gap has grown here between the score. We'll give it down to everybody watching momentarily
He's coming back out.
as this round ends, but it does look like Paragon is maintaining the lead here. Both teams have worked diligently on this map, particularly because of some of the competitors they're up against this season. Retreat is for sure one of the favored maps among a few teams, and getting to know it is going to be critical for success in this season. So far, I gotta say Paradox is not doing bad at all, especially because this is not a map that they frequently go to. I know that they do practice in it.
They went the other way.
Shelby not finding a lot of.
They're down.
Well, again, it's the first season. I mean, I didn't play with Banana Hammock for ages. She just recently came back. And I'd love to see that because a lot of old players are starting to finally come back and rediscover the joy of Alvo. There's lots of kind of big news. I think personally, I think it's big. We're gonna divulge some of that during halftime. If you're in the Discord, you probably already know because Steve already spilt the beans.
Spill those beans.
Oh, I always loved it when Steve would come in and it would be kind of almost a witching hour. People about 10, maybe 11 o'clock, and he would just drop some content. It was good. And then you'd wake up and if you missed the initial drop, you'd wake up in the morning and I think Sean or somebody had already removed it. By the way. It's no, we don't want to leave that up. It's kind of you had to be there.
I think the team's at a point where they can spill the beans and feel comfortable, where everybody's gonna be like, all right, well, this is gonna help with the momentum. It's gonna help with the scheduling, encouraging that the team to get things done in a timely manner. But yeah, it's exciting stuff, man. I'm personally excited. With that news, there's other news attached with it. So exciting. And Paragon is still maintaining their lead. There's about a 30-point, if not more, gap between the two. And Shelby has really been putting on a show here. He doesn't have the most, though. I'm going to give that to Shell, I think, even though I can't see the name. Shell runs this map like crazy. And that is going to go to Paragon.
Oh, crap.
It looks as though...
66-23?
Oh,
No,
never
that's
mind.
not a good job.
Y'all
gonna say it
were
looks-
good. It was
66.
even for a
Yeah,
long
Shell's
time.
sitting
Y'all
at
made
top
it
with
even higher.
35
Guys, we gotta
eliminations.
be
That's crazy.
sticking together.
We'll go back to the desk. We'll see if we can get someone to get the other stream up.
Let's see. Let me hop on the cord.
Yeah, I had sent something in our Discord to see if we can get a perspective. Yeah, I'm refreshing it and there's just nothing. So I don't know, man. We'll hopefully get you another perspective. So just sit tight. But hey, you know what? Paragon took that win. They're in team deathmatch, so that puts them in the lead. A little bit of stress here for Paradox. Now we're going to be moving into Search and Destroy, which is not a favored game mode, I guess. I love Search and Destroy, and I love their aspects to it, especially in private match. You can kind of set it up where it kind of meets what you want. You can have the old school without the revives, or you can have the new school with the revives. Which, if you guys stick around, especially if you're new to the game, you're like, man, I really want to get in this, but I really only like 1 or 2 game modes. I don't want to be doing all 3. I've been contemplating setting up a tournament, not a league, but like a between league tournament where it's just Search and Destroy and have a single elimination progression and doing something like that, but just for Search and Destroy, because I know that there are people who love only that game mode. And I don't know. If you guys want to participate in that, let me know. If you think that's a good idea, let me know in the chat. Speaking of chat, really big shout out.
Hey! Your live is solo night. Here, I'll throw the link up in Discord.
Please do. That'd be helpful. We'll get into the match here. Big shout out to Mental Man, Dinko, Mario, Karen, Crispy, Puddles, Disgruntled, NGR, Sean. Love seeing that Sean's in here.
Sean's in here? Oh, we can't tell too many secrets then. I gotta be quiet.
Thank you all so much for hanging out. If you guys haven't followed already, or if you know that there are some people who might feel like this is right up their alley, let them know and send them on over. Would love to have them here. I'm going to get this other perspective, so I'm going to go quiet for a second.
Yeah, and if you guys have any suggestions for other Discord servers we need to post some of this stuff up in, please just DM me. I've been trying to kind of create events and get more people in here, get more eyes on the game. Obviously, playing this game, you see this game, you're going to want to be a part of this game. And that's one thing I will say about the community. Just about everybody I play with, they're like, how can I get more involved? How can I help out? And that's how you can help out right now. Get some more eyeballs on the game, guys.
Okay.
Good. Just doing some confidence building for our sister team.
Yeah, of course.
All right, we are going to Monastery. That's a very interesting choice. For some of the OG players, you might not remember some of these new sections. Demolition Sean, guy in the chat, he got tired of it. He blew out some walls, added some stuff. There are no longer the infinity stairs. We have a whole new area, a whole new way into the tunnels. And I'll tell you, it's really changed the dynamic of this map. It's made it so much more fun. Here we are, we're back at the desk. Wolf's trying.
I hit the wrong button, folks. I'm sorry.
He zigged when he should have zagged. So S&D, it does look like it's all tied up right now. So Paradox able to keep it close. I don't know if we've had any plants. Because in S&D this go round, whoever has the most successful plants, so that means either you plant the bomb and eliminate the whole other squad, or you plant the bomb and it blows up. That is what gets you a plant point if you get the most plants.
Okay,
Don't
run up those stairs.
Have equal plants. and
That's
or
twice we've
successful
done that,
plants, as
T.
I should say it, there will be a half a
Yeah,
point
but I was able to see them all.
given to each team.
Yeah, it was good
Does look
call-outs.
like
We got one of them. and missed it with one
Paragon
grenade.
was able to
But
take
they haven't
that
planted yet.
one.
So if we can
There's
get
also a
Paradox
plant
may
as
have
well.
taken again. Yeah, I think Paradox might have a plant. I did not quite catch that. Maybe chat
You
can help
guys
us
all
out
run
with
the
that
other way.
one.
Me and Rooster will come this way.
I saw one plant. Couldn't see if there was a defuse, but
Oh!
okay.
That
Crispy
was
says one
stupid.
plant and one defuse. So
Oh my god.
Watch out in the tunnel.
We'll take it.
Okay, there's one at the back entrance to the church.
by the way, I don't have Solo Knight's name up there because I don't want to mess up some of the stuff that we already have like integrated. I don't want to mess it up too bad. So just know that this is Solo Knight's perspective that we're looking from, and I'll get that
Where are we
integrated in my
going?
system. Maybe it was updated. Was it updated on your end to include Solo Knight, or is this?
It was
Right.
not, but I'm
Anything
gonna
that's
pull a
not the
titch.
tunnel.
I'm gonna pull a titch.
They will
All you have to
tunnel
do,
locked down.
You got the bomb? Let's go.
copy and paste one of
Go
the
to A.
titch streams, and then go down and update the text in the stream deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all that after. I'm gonna add them, and then I'll send it your guys' way. That just it's integrated, and we could just push it in.
Oh yeah, totally.
Paradox. It does look like one person's down.
Oh, behind
Brewster's
us.
gonna hide. There's another one down.
The infinity
Maybe gonna
That
get a
one's
revive
out.
here.
They are gonna need this flank protection. Jason
Got the
goes
revive.
down.
still sitting right up there by the infinity stairs.
Now they are stuck in the corner. This is not a place that they want to be. They're gonna have to rotate, but both lanes are covered. This is the challenge. Get the bomb. Now they either have to push up the stairs or they have to contest here. One red man is down as
There's
well.
one right at the top of the new
It was like
stairs
Dirty
at the
Dancing.
right.
They're putting baby in the corner.
Got the one
Where's
on
Well,
the right.
Swayze? Swayze needs to come out and say,
no.
nobody puts baby in the corner.
Alright, 2 in the tunnel.
Red man is back up though.
One going up
Does
in
look
front of
like.
the stairs.
Ah,
Oh
bam. One came
no, and
down
there
these
goes Solo
stairs.
Knight. Nice drop down by Schlev, getting him from behind.
I didn't have eyes.
Well, that's the problem with Monastery. If you're not ready to move, if you're gonna try to hold a spot down, it's not gonna end well. We got a trade there.
But Schlevy in a much better position. Right now, he's just sitting there
Getting
providing
revive.
comms. He's going to get back
He's
up.
revived.
There's a down.
Oh, the other
My
one on the
gosh.
stairs.
This is chaotic. Right now, Paragon is out for blood. They're looking to get these limbs.
Yeah, he's going up the new stairs. Or he's
They're
on the
not going
left
to
side.
sit and
He's coming,
wait,
he's
which
coming
is
up
kind
right
of
now.
what you have to do here on Monastery. Things can go real quick, and Paragon take this win.
Either you got to take it quick or slow. I mean, really, honestly, I'm going to tell you, the ones that get into the better positions quicker on Monastery, you get up on the rocks, you get somebody down the tunnels, get somebody watching those new stairs, and somebody watching the Infinity
Let's just
Stairs.
not
Like,
rush.
They're coming.
it's game over.
They're way faster than we are.
They're blind.
One red man goes down once again. Good shots here by Solo. It's an elimination. 2 members on the bridge. Gotta go and
crap,
get the
one
bomb.
going up
Coming
the
up from
turret
behind, I
behind
believe,
you
is Schlevy. Yep, he's a
Yeah,
person
nice,
who likes the
nice.
flank. He goes down, though.
There's one in the
Shell,
church. One in
Schlevy,
the
and
church.
Z left alive.
Oh, shit!
And Paradox
They were in
lose
church.
this one.
Yeah.
Despite a really valiant effort.
All
I
right.
thought it was 1-1. Really? Oh, it's 5-1. Okay,
It's
fair.
5-1. There was a defuse, so now this is the opportunity for Paragon, if I'm correct, yep,
Yeah,
to get a plant. And if they can get a plant, they get that extra point. But if they don't get the plant, then they
Where you gonna go?
sidestep that extra point and just move forward with an additional 3.
Alright, guys, stay
Oh
right here.
shit, one come out of the new tunnel entrance. You got him.
PJ.
Oh, the speed worked against Schlevy. He gets tagged. Someone's sitting in the corner.
New tunnel, watch stealth.
There is
It
a
was
nice
a trade.
trade.
It was a trade. Yeah, it was a trade. And I'll tell you, like, something that
I'm going
I
there.
thought was advantageous
Got
was
another
to,
one down?
kind of leave the down player alive. Personally, what I've been doing,
I'm
as soon as
marking
I down him,
tunnel.
I shoot him in the head because I'm not getting
Yeah.
a chance to get back up.
Ooh, they did start the revive. Ooh.
Ooh, so
Clev
close! I think they
almost
got it.
got
They
out.
got it. They got him.
And now the plant is live. They only have about 35
the other
seconds
one at?
left.
I'm not seeing anybody. Jason.
Defuse it. Oh,
And they lose. There's a bomb defusal.
They defused
Nice.
the bomb.
Jason going in
Oh
there
my
with a
God,
nice
why would I
defuse,
watch
keeping them from getting that extra point.
'Cause I was
Holy
in it.
cow, that's crazy.
They had 5 people up. I mean, that reminds me of last season with I can't remember her name. I'm at a loss. She was what's her name?
Come to B.
Can't remember. She was supposed to play for us. I think she went to your team. She was going to play for Wicked Curves team. We watched her last season, and she went for the defuse, and she
I'm covering
just
above
kind of she stuttered on it, and she could have got the defusal, but she was looking for the kill at the same time, and it just didn't work out. Like, but if she'd went for the defusal like Jason did there, like man, that was a smart
above.
move.
There's one in church above.
Yeah, it was brilliant. While everybody was focused on the new section, he just went right for the bomb. Very smart.
Schlevy laying down. This is very unusual for this guy. He's usually a run and gunner.
I think they're really looking for that extra point. PJ and PJ's already out. Poller has been dropped. Brewster getting credit for that one. Now Schlevy just sitting on bomb, waiting. Does get an elimination there. Less than 6 seconds left on the clock. This is all going to solidify. There's no chance to defuse, and Paragon are not only going to take the win, but they're also going to get the extra plant point in their favor, as Paradox could not get that extra defuse.
All right, what we doing?
But man, oh man, what a show Paradox put on.
Well, still a good fight by Paradox. Like, I mean, you know, they really, like, I didn't expect it to go 6-2. I expected it to be a 6-0 sweep.
I did too. I thought it was going to be a sweep for sure, but Paradox, I mean, the smart choices, the laying in the proper corners, cutting off the angles, getting some of the flanks, focusing on the bomb when everybody else was elsewhere. That means that Paradox had some pretty good comms there. I mean, they really took advantage of their communication, their positioning, and knowing their circumstance. And they took 2 away from Paragon. So, hey, if you could do that, that's a win in my book. That was really good.
Well, it makes me excited for Hardpoint. I think you might see. I don't know. They might steal some points. They might.
Black Mario says, reminds me how Biggie diffused against Death Squad on Retreat. I'll be honest, I can't remember all the diffuses. Strangely enough, there have been quite a few.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I played in that, and I don't remember it.
Right? Exactly. I find that it's a little bit easier to remember things that we stream rather than the things that we play.
True. Very true.
The only thing that I can still remember, and it wasn't even related to defuse, was the very clutch revive that I had on puddles, and I think it was just during a training or whatever. We were just in practice, and I could have swore I didn't finish the revive, but I did, and we got the win. It was a 3v3. I have a clip of it. Did I share the clip with you? I don't remember. Or
I think Puddles shared it with me. Yeah, like you died, but she got up, and yeah, it was
and got the elim. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was against Z too. Man, she was not happy. I was surprised myself. I didn't expect that to happen. We're going to be going into our third game mode, which is Hardpoint on Dojo. This is a favorite of both teams. Paragon and Paradox absolutely love Dojo. It's one of our favorite maps in any game mode. We can run it, Team Deathmatch, Hardpoint, Search and Destroy. Both teams absolutely love this. So this is going to be an interesting one. I've got a good feeling Paradox might keep things incredibly close. We shall see. But let's go on in. We'll start from Paragon's perspective for a few moments, and then we will switch on over.
Always love this one for Hardpoint. There's so many good locations, and really, there's none that any team can really hold down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there isn't one where you feel like
being covered by
dead end van. It looks like.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's a situation where you can't contest. You know.
Oh my god! And one's by the slant van laying down on the ramp.
It does look like haven't seen Paradox actually hold this one down pretty well.
I got the one off the balcony.
Oh, nice spot here by Solo Knight.
Yeah.
He's crawling in. He got it green.
He's braced up right against that wall, against the building. PJ getting a nice shot through double doors, but Paragon not able to capitalize on this point. And I think Paradox are going to walk away from this particular point with a pretty good, score.
Okay, got two
That's got to feel really good
Noodle cart.
as the point now rotates.
Yeah, it's nice to get a little head start on people.
Cells
But
already there.
the way
Down.
this particular game mode works, just because you get a head start on somebody does not mean they're not going to come back. Does look like it is at Noodle Cart.
Yeah.
Paragon
Paradox.
is immediately on it.
Yeah, Paradox taking their time. Like that's a problem. If you
Okay,
saw that, like
let's-
they had like 3 or 4 people, they should have all rushed it all at once. You might be able to take out one, but you can't take out 3 or 4.
Watching restaurant.
Paragon easily holding this one right now.
It is a very nasty spot that
Ooh,
he's
flash.
at, even though he got flashed. Like, he's in a position that is just so popular right now, especially at this spot, because your head barely peeks over, and it's really hard to see coming from the black feet. If you're not paying attention to that angle, you're going to get taken out real quick. Nice bazooka.
Nice
Doing a
streak.
lot
Can
of
he get
damage.
one more? Oh, can he get one more? And it'll get the either dogs or Turi. Just depends on what's his flavor of
The one is
choice.
in it,
He is
in
a
there.
turret kind of guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I like those guys. Turts are the best.
Yeah, I like using the dogs as a kill streak because it guides me to where my
Yeah,
enemy
good.
is, and I think that.
Yep.
I'm more of an intel kind of person.
Who's the turret?
I actually shared that with High Moose last night. That's the reason why I run with the dogs.
Is that our turret, guys?
But the turret is so devastating,
shot
and it's
me.
got such
Ah,
brilliant
wow.
range on it that I can see
Coming
why
in the doors
so
now.
many people use it.
Yeah, I just like the protection.
I believe Paradox
No,
is
it's not
holding
our
down the
turret, it's
dojo
their turret.
quite well.
It's
Solo.
in the back of dojo. In the
Can't quite see
back
the
of
other
dojo.
side
You
yet.
run up the stairs, you're screwed.
I do know it's going to be close.
66.
It's open. I got a minute. One is coming out. Restaurant.
Paradox really put on the hurt. 55 for
55.
Paragon. So Paradox in the lead comfortably by 14 points at the moment. And now is switch. I believe that's in the restaurant.
Yes, restaurant. Yep.
Paragon is going to have to work really hard to get this back. It is in contest. Levy
This is
looking
a
for this
hard
kill.
one. This is a hard one with all those paper mache little dividers. Like there's so many places to hide. You can hide there. You can hide outside. The like the back side of the restaurant, front side of the restaurant. You can be under the stairs.
Oh, are
Like
they? Oh, I
be
see.
on the stairs. Like there's very good
Over there.
positions that you can take up here to defend it.
Yeah, the upside to this is that you
Oh, at least I
have
kept them off it.
wonderful corners to sit in and great angles to hold. Right now, Paradox is just showing to be
Flash.
the better in this fight.
Struggling to get back in though. 70-82. It has flipped.
I was just running. in front of
Paragon
dojo.
has taken the lead.
Zigzag.
All right, it does look like it's at zigzag.
And you mentioned this all the time. You see a point
I got one
discrepancy
down.
like this, and you think,
Cells
"Wow,
going
it's
up
it's
yet.
all over." But in reality, like
Finish
it's so easy to. I don't want to say easy, but you can very quickly come back from it. It's not like an 18-point gap is significant in hard point.
Oh, definitely. I mean, like each point I think counts for a maximum of 50 points. If you're successful in holding it down for the entire duration of the time it's there. So, I mean, realistically, if you hold 4 points for the entire time, you got the game. But I don't think we've seen that yet. I don't think we have seen anybody not hold down the point for at least like 10, 15, 20 seconds.
Now the gap has increased by 35. Paradox sitting at 70. Schlevy is trying to play perimeter, and
Working on it.
to Paradox's credit, they are keeping him away from the point. But if you're gonna keep anyone away, Shell and Schlevy are two that, I mean, they're just slayers, man. You want to subdue them as quickly as possible.
Oh, definitely. Back at Dead End Van.
Scouting.
Slowly taking him to the point right there at that
Okay,
van at
laying
the
down
end
on
of
the
the
ramp by the brown
underpass
van.
tunnel. That's a very good spot to hold. See right through those windows. You can see him coming, hop around, shoot him in the head, and then jump back behind cover.
Paradox able to knock them off the point, but Solo walks into something there, takes out Shell, recaps. Now they're on their way back to closing the gap here. Pollard does take him out from behind, though. It goes back
92,
into the hands of
122.
Paragon.
Okay.
Where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going?
Back to zigzag. Bridge.
Oof. Oof. Okay, there you go.
Let me get
Nice.
taken out.
Alright, I'll go that way then.
He almost slid away from that one. Almost.
You really did.
Coming from
It's a
around
Paragon, but they are closing
Oh,
that. What I like to see that Solo Knight's doing is he's clearing the perimeter,
One zigzag.
trying to open up an opportunity for his team to get in there. Of course, there's not much else they can do since there's really no one able to get on this
Behind the
point. They are closing in. Levy coming up from behind, I believe, taking him out.
Yeah, nice firebomb.
Paragon is looking to close this one out. They're not even going to run it to time. They're looking to get all the points, all the 200 points.
My gun turned on me. Damn it.
On a pull off of it, trying to hold that very tight corner on the car there. That fire. Oof, what a pain. 32 eliminations for Schlev.
195.
Wow.
We got 5 seconds left. I think it's all but said and done.
It's contested. No, it's not.
There, it's over.
Wow.
2, 1. Game. No. Game.
Balcony above
I
playground.
can't call it.
He's down.
Whoops. 96 to 185.
Ah, okay. I thought it was
Oh,
90s.
that's cool.
Okay.
Let's go this way.
Paradox could still draw it back. I mean, it's very unlikely, but
Yeah, I mean, it's close to
Almost
100
100
points. They'd have to do something
Hey, yeah.
miraculous. But 299,
Right, guys.
kind of a big gap there. But, you know, they put up a really good fight early on. So, you know, kudos to Paradox for the effort that they put in. I like some of their moves. Honestly, I think it was just a matter of losing the gunfights there. That really wasn't a matter of positioning and choice making. It was just losing the gunfights. And unfortunately for Paradox, Paragon is, or at least the members of the roster tonight, they're better shots. And that's what helped get them the victory. So good job, Paragon. That is going to bring us to halftime. And let's, I guess let's talk about a few things, huh? Oh, we got some
Me.
downtime?
I think we do a little bit.
You want to start it off?
I mean, obviously the big news this week, they dropped it off in the Discord. If you're not a part of Alvo Discord, if you're not part of the Alvo Worldly Discord, please jump on. Like, there's lots of little like tidbits that get filtered in from the devs from time to time. Just like this week, we saw the devs pretty much say August-ish. We're gonna have some PlayStation VR 2 support, guys. We've got a open beta, well, closed beta, open beta. I don't know exactly what you call it. Like, you can request to be part of the closed beta, but it's still open. Like, I don't know what you'd really call that. A curious beta. You can totally get into that. Just you need to be in the Discord. You'll see the post. Put your name in there. We'll draw it from a hat, and maybe you'll get some access to some stuff before everybody else, and help us get this PSVR 2 build out quicker than what it would be if we did not have that participation. The other thing is we have a Steam page now. I know. A lot of people are like, PC hackers. No, they're going to make sure the hacking does not take place. I'll be honest. Like, I did see on Steam, they just added another little layer of security. It used to be before, like on Steam, like you buy a game, if you were hacking, they would just revoke your account, and then you could make a new account. Well, now they've added a phone number to it. So not only are you going to have to make a new email and buy the game again, you're also going to have to get a new phone. So I think hacking is going to definitely be cut down on that. There will also most likely, and if it's not, I'm coming to UK, Sean. We need a button, a little click mark that if we do suspect that, we can uncheck PC players to play with us. But I know the devs will do that because they've already done it for PlayStation. Quest hasn't gotten that option, but again, all the Quest players, let's be honest, we're the hackers. Y'all are afraid of us. We got that inside out tracking, freedom of movement. But at any rate, like Quest, it's running on a phone, essentially, a
Mhm.
souped up phone. So there's no chance of really hacking on a Quest. But definitely that's the big news I have. I think you have a couple sponsors.
Yeah, I have a few
Uh,
shout outs. First, of course, you can see over here the wonderful green Raise Energy can. This is because Rep Sports has provided us with an affiliate code that helps you guys if you guys are looking for a substitute to some of your energy drink, pleasures like Monster, Bang, or Red Bull. As long as you live in the United States, no bar tonight, no, because I don't drink while streaming. That's more of a Titch thing. Um, if you go peruse their website at repsports.com, and you're more interested in the Raise Energy, we have a promo code AHC, which gives you 15% off your total purchase. Um, and it also helps us out. The nice thing is that they have a variety of different flavors, and they also put out special ones from time to time, particularly around the holidays. So they had one for July 4th, Independence Day. They have one for Christmas, for Halloween. They tend to put these things out. So it's always important to go back and check to see if there's some sort of new flavor. I particularly like it, but I also partake in some of the other products, which include supplemental stuff such as whey protein, pre-workout, sleep aids, and stuff like that. They also have a few food items if you're interested. But by all means, go to repsports.com, peruse, see what you like, and be sure to use AHC at checkout. I also want to give a shout out, of course, to ProTube, even though they're not a real sponsor in the sense of giving the league money or supporting us monetarily in that way. They did provide us links that give you a discount to the items that they currently have on their website. At present, they only have the Quest variety. So there's going to be multiple links there for some of the peripherals that they do offer, and I cannot tell you how great this company is. They have been around since, I believe, 2017 to maybe even a little bit earlier, pretty much as soon as VR esports started taking off. And they have been involved with Oculus pretty much since the beginning. So they not only have a history in the field, but they also have the credibility. And I'll tell you, the stock that I have for the PSVR 2, which we will get a link for, is phenomenal. It's very versatile, and anything that you need, any peripheral that you need for the Quest and in the future, the PSVR 2, um, is available to you at protubevr.com. So be sure to check that out, but don't go to protubevr.com without clicking on one of our links. That is how you're going to access the discount code that is provided to us. Okay, so if you want to check it out, go to the panel, check out the links, and get yourself some really awesome peripheral hardware. It'll increase the immersion, and you'll be highly satisfied if you want to use the stock. Outside in Entertainment, of course, always want to shout out those guys, the developers, and pretty much the doctors, the revitalizers of Alvo. They not only support us in what we're doing, but they allow us to stream on their channels over on Facebook, over on their YouTube. And I tried to get the TikTok up. I'm apparently I have to download something. I don't know. Just know I'm working on it on the back end. I thought I would have had it today, but some wonky stuff happened. So we will get back on TikTok hopefully by tomorrow when we are streaming. So Outside Entertainment not only supports us, but they also participate. Steve, who is the head of Outside In, is he's been participating in the league, and I greatly appreciate it. And of course, Sean hanging out with us in chat and being very engaged with the community. If you guys want to be part of a community that is welcoming, supportive, and is a dev team that interacts with the community, there's no better place than in Alvo. It's great, and there's a lot of really cool stuff coming up. A couple of maps that are being fine tuned that will be coming out in the future, and some new mechanics, I believe. Some new things that are going to be coming. But of course, the big push for the PSVR 2 and Steam release, that is the primary goal right now. And what I'm excited about with the Steam release, O'Doyle, is
Mods.
the modding community. I'm excited about that because this opens up the world of Alvo in a way that will not only benefit the community, but it'll benefit the developers. Anyone who knows the modding community knows that they do things that maybe the developers didn't think of, or that they know that the community would enjoy, rather than just what's in the base content. And if the content's good enough, from what I understand, like if there's someone who's a great map designer but not part of the team, um, if they create a great map, there's a way that it could possibly be integrated into the game, which means that could be played cross-platform rather than just on PC only. If there's some new weapons that are introduced, that someone has calibrated and done correctly, that could be integrated into the game. And how that's handled on the development side, I'm not entirely sure. Like, if you're a modern, you're like, well, is there compensation? I can't speak to that. I have no idea. All I know is that it was talked about that if there are some cool mods that are created, there's a chance that it could get into the base game. So I'm really excited about that myself.
I mean, I think I even saw some little like teases from Sean talking about maybe a new zombies map.
You saw
Uh,
that, right?
I saw that. I saw that.
I'm trying to think to myself, like, what?
Well, no, like, what are they going to come up with? Like,
I
because
don't
I'll
know.
tell you, Sanatorium was really good. Still
Yeah.
has one of the best Easter eggs in VR. From in my opinion, I mean, I remember we found it like together. I think we found it
Yep.
together the first night, and like I believe you actually like you gave the best reaction. I don't think we had the recording of it, but I wish we would
So
have.
bad.
But
Yeah, that's a great Easter egg.
yeah, well, I mean, they got new maps to come in. At least two that I know of. Yoda Leahy, who can't quite get the vocal on it yet, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a good one. I think people have been asking for this map for a while, or at least a variant of this map. And I think the devs have done a great job at this map. I think people are going to love it. It's going to definitely be a new favorite, even more so than Pit is,
Mhm.
because it gives that nice dynamic of a like close map, but there's lots of places to hold down. You got to stay tuned for more for that. Get in the Discord. I'm sure Steve is probably going to share some screenshots at some point. It's that good. He
On a
can't
nice
resist.
drunk night.
Exactly. Exactly. Just
Now,
get him some 12 points, 16 points, and you might get a chance.
now with the new platform launches, there's obviously going to be a visual bump. So greater clarity, greater resolution, right? Greater frame rate. This is all well and good, and I think that's great. And I know that people are looking for like the graphical enhancements, right? I can tell you from having run through them, there are going to be graphical enhancements to some of the maps, but I don't believe that they're going to be there at launch. They're going to come in a little bit later, if I'm correct on that. But I could be wrong. It all depends on what the timeline is. I'm just going off of what I know, and there might be a chance that they could get in, but don't hold your breath. Is I guess what I'm saying. Keep your expectations in check because the team is being as small as they are. It does look like they're about to start. Being as small as the team is, there's right now they're being kind of like everybody's working on some sort of project. So a lot of effort is being pushed towards these two platforms. And once that's done, I think everybody will be able to hop on board and get these updates going. But anyway, we are in the
And
second
again,
half.
well, the game moves so fast, man. Like it moves so fast. You're not like stopping around to smell the roses very often. So
No, not unless you're running the map and trying
So
to
we
get to
need
know it.
to make sure we rest.
So this I know is going to be the
More-
Paradox
they like to
choice.
camp between the two
Hey Vicky, how's it
platforms.
going? They love
just
Town,
barely get
and they have played Town
Yep.
time and time again. And
Yep.
I say this like
Mm,
not
trying to go
because
that-
it's a favorite, but
Follow the
because
plan.
they want it to be very good at it. They want to be
And I'm going to use this side this
masters
time
at
because
this
they've already
map.
got figured out on that side.
I mean, it is one of the most popular maps for people to choose.
And I'm sure they're
So
going
it
to rush
is
us 'cause,
very
you
smart
know, they can.
to practice this map because it gets chosen a lot.
Oh,
Whether
there
it
we
be
go. There's some
hardpoint, team
good ones.
deathmatch, even search and destroy. Like it's a fan favorite.
I got the one.
I think this is a good choice for them having picked Town in the second half because this gives them the specific spawn that they want to hold, and we're gonna see this meta time and time again, holding down the police cars and the ambulance. So I suspect we're gonna have a huge brawl in this back lane.
Look, I got in his
I mean, I will
spot.
tell
See,
you,
Paragon has already
Shot
taken
me.
over.
Mason
Where's it?
Hacks the other day, they did not come up to that spot. They kind of
Missing
pulled
the
back,
headshot.
held the fountain, held
God
the
damn it.
town market area, and
Spawn
part of the
back at cop
museum.
cars.
And it didn't end up
They
working
lost
out for him
Shell.
because we rushed him and
Oh.
got bored of sitting back. But if you can stay away from this pineapple
He's
truck, stay away
supposed
from
Two
the
of
cop
us.
cars and the
Supply in the
ambulance,
tunnel.
you've actually got a pretty good shot. If you can bait the other team to your other location.
And that's
Yeah.
one thing that we just saw Paradox do. Their
Yeah, if you can
spawn
get
was
back
back
here.
towards the marketplace / fountain,
If not, hide in the
and
corner
they
till we
just
start spawning
readjusted. They're like,
somewhere.
okay, we're gonna hold here for a little bit. Then they were contested. They got taken out, and now they spawn back here. It doesn't look like they're necessarily running around, but they are familiar with how to hold specific locations. And we'll see how well they do. Right now, it does look like Paragon lost Shell. She must have gotten kicked or her headset down. I'm not entirely sure,
Oh,
but
it
they are
kicked me
down
out.
player.
Which again,
Oh,
I will
look
say
at
on TDM, that kind of gives you a
I got
little bit of
one
an
hit in my
advantage because there's
station.
less bodies to kill. Sometimes not if like the other team is running in a pack. It does look like she's able to get back in now. But if you're running in a pack and the other team's down one player, that's just one extra gun in the fight. But I mean, it just depends on your play style. If you're a bunch of players that like to do a run and gun, kind of run around the map the way you want to. It doesn't give you that much of an advantage, but if you run as a team, being down a player can give the team of 5 players a significant advantage.
One's on the balcony.
Paragon is
going
maintaining
to-
their
okay,
lead here.
okay.
It's from what I last saw, it wasn't a huge margin. So Paradox is they're showing up here, man, but they're not doing a lot of running around. That's one thing that I can say. They're not out to outgun
One's at the
Paragon.
pineapple truck still.
They are out to just get the
We're
win.
winning by one.
If they have
Let's
to
not
play
push
it
on
dirty a
them,
little
guys.
bit by sitting and waiting,
Fall
then
back.
they will do just that.
Oh
But
yeah.
once against someone like
Trap.
Schlevy, I mean, look at this guy. He's just running and
one's in
gunning,
the
and
well.
We got him.
Paradox
the
is
well.
just dropped.
One going in.
Got one of them, the other one's marked.
I think he's on a streak now. He should have some rockets.
Got the other one.
I gotta play with the rockets again, man. It's been a long time since I've shot those, and I think,
Levy tunnel.
excuse me, I think
Oh, he's somewhere over there. Somebody.
the reason is
I
because I always
seen
kill
them.
myself
How
with
did I
them.
die? Oh, he's in the back.
Yeah,
Tent,
they are
in the
deadly. You
boxes.
got to watch out. If you shoot in an enclosed area, the flames will get you. You're gonna die. But that's why. Well, that's why you need the flak jackets. So in case you make that mistake, you at least got like an extra chance. But if you're like me and you do the double tap, you're probably gonna die if you shoot in an enclosed area.
Okay, kind of.
But I mean, I always started
Out
using the
right
rockets.
the
I
well,
saw
but-
Dr. Doom use it like way back in the day, and I was like, why is he using the rockets? Why not just use the drone and the RC car? Because they'll go out and
Whatever you-
find people. Well, the reason I stopped using them is because
Just
the
got a 3
RC
kill.
car,
Wait, no.
it can be easily taken out. The drone too.
2936. Where the
And
hell
a
are you?
lot of people use the Phantom perk. But if you use those rockets, Phantom
No,
ain't doing
we're on
nothing
the
for
other
you.
side.
If you
30,
double tap
37.
it, the flak jacket ain't doing nothing for you.
Where are we actually hanging
So
out?
the rockets are kind of like a surefire way
I'm
to take
still
people out.
the
And
well.
like sometimes
Yeah,
you'll run
well,
up against a team
okay.
that doesn't
I'm
use
stuck
flak
right
jacket,
now.
and you can.
Oh, well,
I mean, I've seen it one time before. I think I got 4 kills
That
with
one's
one
blue
rocket.
car.
So
That's crazy.
Pick him off a blue car, but I'm
it's
not
very
going
rare
on
that you find
that.
4 people in
Alright, I'm
like the
coming that
same
way.
enclosed area, but it definitely
past
does
the
happen from
ambulance.
time to time.
Vicky, is that how you hurt your foot?
down. All right.
You shooting too many rockets?
okay, nice.
I think it was
Alright,
during
I'll go
Machete
pick up the
Monday. I think she was getting a little too hyped.
Position over here.
Hit the
Couple
the
bullets in
cough
one,
table with her
find
foot.
ambulance.
Yeah, I do like the rockets.
Oh.
And, correct
Yeah,
me if
I
I'm
saw that.
wrong, because like I said, I haven't run rockets in.
Okay.
Ah, they
probably
fucking
almost a
got me,
year.
but I took one out with a grenade.
So when they first came out,
Okay, I'm gonna
you
take
can
over.
store the second shot, can't you?
Oh yeah, you can stow that. You can stow both shots away if you want. You can drop it and then you can say, oh, switch weapon. You'll go back to your primary, and you still got 2 rockets in your pocket. Yeah, I mean it's a very versatile weapon. And as long as you don't shoot it in
Oh,
an
come
enclosed
on. I
area,
didn't know I was there.
you're pretty safe usually. I will say like there's some of like the
Okay.
archways and stuff. If you
Where
hit
y'all
it just
at?
right, the rocket blast will reflect back
I'm
upon
underneath.
on you, and yeah, you'll take quite a bit of damage.
sorry.
But yeah, rockets for me are probably one of the better weapons
Right now,
if you can
Paradox.
get them.
Right now, Paradox is down a little bit, but I'll admit to this: Paragon does not have as many kills as I would suspect they would have at this point in time of the round.
Probably good
So
news.
they are doing a wonderful job getting to a specific spot.
There's a couple
They're
behind the
holding
ambulance.
well. They're not
The
even.
flash went
The nice thing
non-stop.
that Paradox is doing right now is that they're not even trying to engage
Damn
them
it,
in the
I'm
spot that
missing
they know that they'll
headshots.
lose. They're trying to
Got that one.
bait in Paragon to try, and get the advantage. The way Solar Knight's using this cover is brilliant. He does get tagged from behind, 53 to 42, I believe is the score. So Paragon is not ahead by a lot.
Okay.
Just
On the
11
Market.
points.
Spawning market.
You know,
Where are you
Paradox,
at?
all they got to do is be patient. If they can be
Yeah.
patient, I'm going to tell you, knowing these players, I don't think they're going to be able to be patient for long. They like the high kill numbers, and I just don't see them sitting back for that long. But they could. They might. They might.
There's no
Puddles is
certain
probably like
market.
calling right now, like, just sit back,
One in
sit
the
back.
tunnel.
Market is
That is a
clear.
good question, Vicky. I don't know if it counts, if you end up killing yourself, if it counts towards their score. I don't think it does, but I could be
44-57.
wrong. If Sean is still in chat, Sean, can you
We get a good
confirm?
run. We can.
I don't think so. I think it's the same as a suicide.
Yeah, I don't think it does either, but I also don't have an answer, so
They're just holding.
Yeah. Well, we
if
can.
Sean is available to answer that, that'd be great.
I mean, it's getting pretty late over there. It's 10 o'clock.
The man had an energy drink this morning, or sorry, this afternoon, I think. He says it's going to be one of those days, so got a feeling he's going to be up.
Well, he might be deep in the code right now.
Deep in the code. And just remember, we try to be PG. I'm just kidding. We don't try to be PG, but you were teetering on the pocket rocket metaphor there. You got rockets.
Hey, look, I keep it PG. I keep it like, it's like a lot of the kid movies. There's always some references. If you're a child, you won't get it, but if you're an adult, you'll kind of get a little hint of it.
Well, it does look like Paragon is going to take this win, 67 to 49. Not the
Didn't break.
gap.
Yeah, they didn't break 100. Like I thought they would break 100.
Yep, that is not
Really
the
did.
gap that I thought. I thought it was going to be much further apart than that. So I got to say, here's the thing. Paragon is right now in the top 3. And Paradox they're at the bottom, right? They're all the way at the bottom. So they're going up against one of the top teams right now. And they, even though they're not winning, they're performing far better than if you were to watch them at the beginning of the season. I mean, seeing improvement from teams. Give me 1 second, Sheila, because we had just talked about that at halftime, but I'll address that in a moment. The fact that they have improved as much as they have to compete and keep things relatively close against one of the top 3 teams, I want to give them kudos, and I hope that they do come back next season because their performance, as long as they continue this trajectory, they're going to be mid of the pack and maybe even top contenders by season 3. For you, Sheila, over on YouTube, no PSVR 2, but over in the Discord and on the Facebook group page, there was an announcement that around August, maybe early September, it's going to be dropping. There's currently a link for people who want to participate in the beta in the Discord. So please head on over to the Discord if you want to participate in the PSVR 2 beta. It is, as what O'Doyle was trying to say, it's open to anyone to apply, but there's only going to be a select number of people for the beta testing, because if there's too many people in there, it becomes a lot of times it becomes less focused. So but there's going to be a selected group. So if you want to participate, head over to the Discord and select the link and sign up and see if you get selected. You will be notified directly in the Discord through DMs if you are a selected member.
High rise for
All right, look across the way. They're
search
gonna
and
be
destroy. This is always a tricky choice.
Oh shit.
I mean, it has a lot of good plant spots. It has a lot of places to hide to defend them. Does look like Rooster and Jason getting taken out very quickly there, though. So we shouldn't pick this one against you.
So I can.
Well,
Excuse me. Hold on 1 second.
Where are they?
Get you some water.
There's
I
bunch
Okay,
down
can,
in A.
Okay, you got
I
one
can
above
say
A.
that
He's
a
running
lot of
around on
practice has
4
been put
above
into
A.
this map specifically
By the
because we
way,
know
Solo,
other
this is
teams
you.
play it and they're very good at it.
So I'll
uh,
talk to you, but there's another one. There's
and
2
we,
of them on the 4
just
above
like
A,
any
just
team,
circling
it's
around.
it's a matter of preparation, right? Whether
And
you
A
play
is
it or
down
not, you
below.
want to be prepared.
Shit.
A's down
And
basically
I
the
can tell you this much:
bottom
Paragon
floor.
has
It's down
prepared
the floor.
for
I'm
it
sitting
a
here
lot.
looking at the bomb.
The fact that
And-
Paradox has picked it suggests to me that they
I'm
too
not going to be doing much good here on
have
my
been
own, am I?
preparing a lot for it.
Ouch.
Oh, Solo just missing this, but he lands in
Oh,
a good
come
spot.
on!
Ladder
He's right there,
blocks
I
his
missed him.
shot.
Oh, that damn environment.
Okay,
It's
they're both
close.
running around to the far side.
I don't have any whiskey on
Oh,
me, Puddles.
never mind.
I don't have any alcohol in the house.
Man, I unloaded
Whiskey
a
and
whole,
honey.
almost a whole
Yeah, that's
Oh
not
my
the
God,
first
he was
time
just standing there.
that
I
was
unloaded
suggested
on
to
him, and
me.
he didn't die.
It's actually what's up, Step One? How you doing, man? It was actually suggested to me last night in the game.
Somebody
too.
shot
By the
me
way,
from
I'm gonna be
like
playing
around
this
the
again
corner.
Okay.
tonight.
Do it,
So if
do it,
anyone
do it.
wants to hop on,
All right.
I'll be
Okay,
running
so we gotta be
pistols. I
careful
wanna
when we're
level up
approaching
my
people
revolvers
sitting out there
and just
taking
have some
long
fun. You know
shots.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sean's still in the chat. Can we get those bayonets for the pistols?
Well, they found me.
Got all
Up
the
on
way to the
second floor.
1,000.
Can you imagine?
No bayonet. No bayonet.
All right.
Solo Knight and Jason both
Yeah,
down.
there's one
3 against
underneath
5.
A in the far
Rooster
back
holding
corner,
on to that bomb.
watching B.
The team's a
across
bit
the map.
split up here, trying to cover some angles, but it
Just
doesn't seem
dropped
as though
down.
there's
Yeah,
any
and I'm
consideration of
dead.
where they're going to go. Another member down, one red man out, Captain and Rooster left alive. Comms are
Nobody.
Got
so
one.
critical on this map,
Okay,
man,
that's shell
especially
down.
because it is so dark.
Ah, traded to
Oh, yeah.
another.
Well,
Apollo's
any
down
map really,
over
for
here.
that matter.
Got one a floor below A.
Does look like
coming
only
up
one
the
eliminated
steps,
from
like,
Paragon. But don't count Rooster and Domino out. They are killers.
I think at this point it's best if they just stick together because if one of
Okay.
them does go down, there's a greater chance at revive, and it's got to happen quick.
It's,
'Cause if anyone from Paragon downs one of them, the rest are going to
I'm
flood
not
that area.
If they're smart.
We tried
Ooh,
to.
Rooster down. There it is.
And just like that.
Domino.
Paragon took another
That was a
one.
trade, though.
Two
Domino
ran
stabbed
from the
Slebby in the
B
head.
area.
ah,
I got
But
one of them down. 'cause
Paragon's
he
on
ran into my
defense.
bayonet.
okay, go for A.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's still pretty good. She
Yes.
stabbed him in the head.
That's
Yeah.
Should be
for
proud
sure.
of that.
And
Yeah,
I've been
that's why
Absolutely.
I always make sure they go
If you can get a bayonet kill in the head, like God bless you,
that
man.
damn same spot. Back in the corner.
And-
One stab, one kill.
And I'm kind of like,
Oh, you
oh my
mother...
gosh, Solo Knight down so quick there.
There's one running in
No.
No
towards
chance at
you
a
on the
revive
floor
either.
above.
Levy just
Redman,
putting
I'm
in the
right
work.
next to you.
I'm like the odd man out that doesn't
we don't
run
know.
with
You can
the bayonet
revive
ever.
me.
I never do.
What do you run with?
Okay, yeah.
Just the base gun, man.
Oh, dude, you gotta
Alright.
slap that bayonet
Right
on.
now, I see nobody
Gotta put
coming
it on,
towards
bro.
you.
Like,
Oh,
it gives you that,
so-
like, sometimes you'll come around the
Just hold
corner.
back a
If you
minute.
hold
Let
your
me
gun
see
at the
if I
right
can get
height,
eyes
you'll
before you
just
go running
luck into
around.
that, like, head stab.
I can still see him shooting
Yeah. Oh,
across from
I've
where we
encountered
are.
that. I've been on the receiving end many times. I am the jouster without the javelin.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
one,
shit. They're getting
one on the
close.
second
Like,
floor.
Like, maybe
there's
if you
one
put the
right
bayonet
below
on,
B
maybe they
running
should, like, slow
towards
your
you.
movement down, but
your
just, like, half a
location.
tick so that people get a little bit of advantage by not running it.
Oh, somebody get me up.
Rooster gets taken out. As Jason takes out Schlevy.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
big
Ah, they're right
elimination,
in
but they
there.
lose it nonetheless. And now we're going to flip sides. Paragon's going to go on the attack.
All right,
a
defending.
little
Get that, plan.
little
we could do
tidbit
better.
that maybe people don't know.
'Cause that
Um,
go well.
The fact that you could take both hands off of your gun now means that when you die, your gun leaves your hand, so it falls on the
All right,
floor.
across the way, they're
But that
across the
doesn't
beach,
mean the
right across
bayonet
the
isn't active.
way.
You can still get hit by the bayonet. So if it was a crazy exchange and you're very low health, be wary where you step.
I think I'm gonna go to A.
Yeah, I think it's smart.
That night, I think Nate kind of brought this to my attention. Like,
Y'all get him?
he can throw his gun,
One
Yeah,
and if it has
shoot
bayonet,
that
it almost works like a throwing knife.
It does.
Got another one.
It really does. Someone had
I will
done
say-
that the other day.
It's like, I've died a few times, and I've heard the gun hit the ground.
Mhm.
So I'm hopeful at some point that gun will stay on the ground, and we can go
There's
pick it
one
up
down
and
That'd
kill
be
somebody
nice.
with a thrown gun.
somewhere.
I'd love to
Well, they
kill
got the plant
Paragon with a
too,
nice
so
win there. I don't think they got the
it's-
bomb plant. Maybe they did. Trying to see.
No, I see
No, no
zeros.
bomb.
Goose egg.
No, there's one bomb plant by Shell, I think.
Is there?
I think. I'll have to
Look
double check.
like goose eggs to me.
All right.
I'm not gonna
Well, we'll
go back.
definitely see by the end. Hard to see on the small screen. Usually when I watch,
Let's
it's
go to A.
All right.
I'm able to see the full screen. Now this is
Doing a little drop down.
this is a tactic that a lot of people employ, and it can be very deadly. Oh, someone attempted to do it. I believe it was Shell, and she fell to her death.
Yeah, I was about to say deadly for both the receiving and the one jumping. If you don't jump at the right angle, you're gonna fall to your death.
It's very, very tight angle. Here comes Slevy taking out Jason.
Nice Slevy.
Oh, I see where he
He's
is.
very red though.
Right there.
I was gonna say, not without bleeding himself. Very, very hurt. Z goes down as well. No one there for the revive. And the bomb carrier on the opposite end right now.
Right there.
I got him. I got him.
Okay.
I can see his
Prepared to
shots
go to
earlier, but I
A.
can't tell where he was.
All right, there's only two left. Let me
Levy taking out Domino. Callers up.
They're shooting at us.
They're moving in on their teammate who's going to go for the plant.
I'm dead. What do you
Hopefully go for the plant. They're in a position to. They get it. Plant's there.
Ooh, there they go. They got their plant point at least. If they can, sweep the rest of this, they only got one to go.
So now we
Now,
don't
just,
know
I-
more plants, right?
I just want to point out to
About anything.
possible new players. I don't. Of course, I never know who's actually watching besides those who are chatting. But if you come back and you watch this, for those who are not so keen on listening to the environment, the spatial audio is quite good in this game. I use it for most of my communication. I try to keep my ears open and I keep the ambient and the ambient doesn't really matter, but the sound effects volume all the way up, as anyone should, and that allows you to do what Schlevy did just there. He probably heard someone going prone right around the corner, so he immediately knew, turn the corner, look up, and shoot.
That's why I use Ninja. You can't hear me running, but you will still hear me sliding.
Yes. Yeah, you cannot mute the dirt on the ground,
Oh, shit.
unfortunately.
There's two of them down at B.
Yeah, they just took a shot.
Oh,
Ooh.
going for the ego shot. He pays the price. They do get the plant on A. Just to try to ensure they get this extra plant point.
Have to come up the
Thunder
stairs.
Crane is pushing you, Shell.
There you go.
He's down.
Three
Three
left
on-
from three
Ooh.
left from Paradox.
Shell gets dropped.
They've got
Two left on Paragon. 2-1 Paradox as well though. Looks like that might have been a trade
He's at A. Drop down and get him.
or double down, as some of the other people
Left.
call it.
Nice.
Caller is
Holler
dropped.
down.
Possibly going for
Looks
the
like he might get
here.
revive. Yeah. Solo, the only one left.
Revive me, make me feel bad.
Now this is the
Got
point
one
where
with
I'd be rushing that point, and it does look like Paradox
Shit, there's only two
could not
left.
quite pull it out. Paragon did get the win and the extra plant point.
But can I tell you, it came down to Z keeping that alive. They were able
Oh,
to
yeah.
get that one elimination, so kudos to them.
Z-She or Z-Shid, whatever you want to be called by. Definitely, I played with her for a long time, like since the
Mhm.
early days of Quest. Like always somebody that was fun to play with.
Yeah, she's improved a lot too. Like in our practice and the coordination, she's very much of the old mentality of run and gun, right? That's what she's
Yeah, well-
familiar with. A lot of solo play, but in terms of team play, I think that I don't want to say it was newer to her, but in a coordinated effort kind of way, I think that was relatively new. And since the beginning, she's become such a clutch player in Search and Destroy. It's absolutely ridiculous. There are moments where we wouldn't win if it wasn't for her, and you could see that in some of the recordings when our games were casted. She's just such a clutch player. A wonderful addition to the team too. So I just want to give her some credit and some love there.
Yeah, it was Z-She Dippy. And I believe her headset was actually supposed to be meant for either I think her nephew, but he didn't really play it, or it might have been niece, but they didn't really play it, and so yeah, she was just like, all right, fine, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, but she still won't change her icon.
Oh no, that sorority icon, it's so good, so good.
Yeah, I love it. She claims that she's changed it. I still haven't seen photo evidence. Our team still hasn't. So it's become a running meme in the team, just a little bit. You know, the only reason you lost that one, Z, is because you didn't change your icon yet. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Well, we're going on to our last round here, and it's going to be hard point. And it looks like, if I could see it clearly, is it going to be Dojo again? Yeah. Sorry, my screens are kind of small here, so if I'm getting really close to the camera, I think they're going to
I'm
go back to Dojo.
just looking at the small screen up above us. It's still high rise on that.
Screw it. Let's go to a POV.
I don't think I'm ready to die.
Put it on the big screen.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like they're leaving. Damn it.
Giving it
We're
up.
leaving
For
it.
this the opportunity. Oh goodness. Well, I tried, guys. I'm sorry. I tried.
We're gonna find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now here we go. It is gonna be
See if my eyes are still working well. Dojo.
Dojo. You're right. Right. You called
I
it.
would have loved to see Hanger here, if I'm gonna be honest. I love playing Hanger. I always feel like I'm bad at Hanger, and then I see the scoreboard at the end. I'm like, I guess I'm not so bad. But there are some players who have such amazing spots on that map. I'm just like, I would never think of going there. And they just do it.
yeah.
It's brilliant. Brilliant map.
Well, if Sean's in, dude, come on, Hardpoint Pit. I know it's a small map. I know like people would hate it. Some of them would. I would love it. It reminds me of like Shipment from Call of Duty, or
yeah.
a very tight knit map. Hardpoint on that is so much fun. I think they call it headquarters on Call of Duty, but Hardpoint on Pit, I think you need to do it.
Yeah.
Like
you
prison
and I-
cells.
I think you
Well,
and I
down a
have
prison
talked about it. I mean, you could do the prison cells. I really like the idea of that.
King of the Hill, the King of the Hill one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think King of the Hill would be good, but I think if like, I don't know, I think you could do a hardpoint on that one. It'd be
It's
very
open.
fun because you could put it in the prison cells. You could put it in like
Yeah.
a corner of the containers. You'll have angles, so you could have. I just think it could be done very well on that map, and it would. You would end up in more full-time matches versus full points. Definitely the matches would go to the time versus score.
The zigzag.
What's up, Dippy? How you doing? Yeah, sorry I couldn't cover. Titch was away. Doyle was playing, and
Oh, out the playground. Hey,
I wasn't feeling well.
coming in the zigzag now.
But it was fun playing with you last night, dude. It was a blast. It's been a while since we've actually been in a lobby together, so we'll have to do that again soon. Hopefully we come across each other. But it's not very often I run free for all, so don't expect that as much. But yeah, Paragon currently maintaining a significant lead. Again, this is a map that just we love and that we spend a lot of time on early on. So
He did. He stored the rocket. He stored it.
That's
He was
very
saving
smart.
that rocket. He was up there on a. I'll tell you, the first person that really utilized that balcony was Puddles. Like, she would use that balcony more than any other player in the early days of Dojo.
Restaurant.
not a lot of people think about looking up or trying to get to those areas. And I say this more so for the new players. And at first I thought it would be kind of obvious. You try to parkour your way up to higher locations to get an advantage, but a lot of the new players don't really think about climbing too much. So last night when I was watching High Moose, wasn't really thinking of going to those higher locations until they were shared with him.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
he was like, man, I'm gonna have to practice some of them. So anyone who's new to the game,
Oh,
if you think this is just running around with some jumping, no, there's some climbing too. Use the vertical
Alright.
or verticality of every single map to your advantage. I mean, no one really looks up too often.
Jump slides through windows. Like it's
big pitch.
it's got a little bit of skill to it.
All right, where's he going?
And you know what I also tested last night, not to once again talk about something not related to this match
Playground
going
again.
on, but in pit last night, I found that I could
Playground,
successfully
huh?
slide through the holes in the containers.
Oh, you just found that out, bro?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, I finally found that I can do it.
You
I
can
know,
do it, okay.
I know other people can.
Oh, that,
For,
yeah.
for me, it was always a pain.
It's good tactic. I mean, it's even like they're in the what is it, retreat. A lot of people think the little vent above the dryers in laundry is a one-way tube. No, you can actually jump slide and get back through it. It takes a little skill. You really can't do it with the if you're using the manual reload, it's pretty tricky. But if you use the full auto, you can definitely do the button combo quickly enough to slide back through that little vent. And that's you know, that speaks to the accessibility of this game. If you like the realism, you can do the manual reload, which it does give you a little bit of an advantage because you can reload your weapon a lot quicker than the button press. But I mean, with the button press, you do get a little bit of an advantage as far as your parkour skills.
Yeah, and I gotta say, you're very good at getting up into that vent. I think we spent half a match once trying to do it, and I couldn't do it.
Well, I remember I did it. We did it in a beta when we were all in there. I think Steve was in there, Sean, and I did it like the first try, and then I couldn't do it again after that. And then I think Sean was like, "Yep, that's a one-way tunnel." Like I was like, "Okay, bet." And I figured it out later. I was like, "Oh yeah, you can still get up there."
I think NGR, aren't you someone who was able to do it too? There's someone else who was able to do it in beta.
Yeah, I think so. I think Neil, or it was probably Diver. If anybody was able to do it, was Diver.
Up on the balconies.
Well, Paragon still maintains their lead from last I could see. But Paradox, oh, nice shots here by Solo. Finding Z, good audio cues too. Like, I'm sure
Chill is right behind you.
he didn't see her at all on the radar. So
behind
those
Getting a little
audio
carried
cues.
away though. Getting a little carried away. We got 119 to 43. You know, give Prima a little bit of love. You know, you got Casper and I can't remember. Diver always spoke of this person on PlayStation VR back in the old days on Industrial.
All we need to do is hold this.
Can't remember the name of the player,
Stay
but
outside, stay
supposedly
outside
they
and
had
cover
a
the
guy, like, you know, the big
exits and
light
entrances.
poles in Industrial. They could climb to the top of those. I don't know how, but
It could have
apparently
been,
they could.
if anything, it could have been Sahil. That guy, yeah, that guy could do anything. Yeah, he's an incredible player. I hope he does come back. The statement that we made, NGR, was in retreat in the laundry room, getting up into that vent from inside the laundry room. A lot of people believe it's impossible.
Shit.
Odoya was able to do it. I'm pretty certain, if I recall correctly, you were able to do it as well. I was just curious because I know multiple people were able to do it. PJ gets taken out here by Solo.
Fuck, I didn't
We're
make it.
once again back at Zigzag for the spawn.
Shot in the back as well.
119 to last I saw it was 80. So Paradox isn't very
Closing
far
the gap.
behind.
Yeah, close the gap. It's not over by a long shot.
And can I just point out that we're seeing from Shlevy's perspective that he's running with the shotgun. There aren't many people who can rock the shotgun. We were practicing the other night, and this guy was there. It's almost as if the shotgun was overpowered. That's how good he was with it. I mean, who in chat likes running with the shotgun? Please let me know. I'm curious because this guy's insane with it. The fact that he's running it here is no surprise.
And if you do like the shotgun, I think Dirt and Fergie are trying to start something else up, Shotgun Sundays. So after the matches tomorrow, I don't know if they're going to do it this Sunday, but that's another little event they're trying to get started up, I think.
The only shotguns I run are the dual shotguns. I love those. They are
they're so
good.
Dual shotguns, machetes, can't beat it.
Yeah, if we can run shotgun Sundays with shotgunning a beer before every single match, that'd be great. Shotgun everything.
I don't think I've shotgunned a beer. My goodness, like at least 15 years.
I can't remember the last time either, man. Probably around the same time. I mean, look at this guy. That's incredible. Shlevy just going ham on the restaurant with the shotgun, and the aim is so good. And what I like about the shotgun is that it's a realistic spray. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same spray every single time. And I've tested it time and time again, and sometimes in some games the spray is consistent, so you can kind of adjust your aim to ensure that you get a hit every single time. But in here, it's random, and I love it.
What would be cool if like they had like an attachment or like a different like ammo perk, because you know you got ammo perks in zombies. Like if they could give you like a slug perk, so that like you could use the shotgun essentially like a rifle, and get some of those long range shots. But like it should do decent damage like from long range, and then when you get up close, of course, like if you're up close on the just, you know, I don't know, I'd call it a maybe buckshot, you get an instant kill. But
Yep.
I don't know. That's probably getting a little too complicated. Sorry,
Oh,
Dark.
no.
Not trying to give you more work.
I don't know if anything's too complicated. The more cool stuff and zombies, the better, in my opinion. But Paragon are going to take this one 200 to 107. But
Full sweep.
I'll say this much though, they breached the 300 or the 100 point mark, which they weren't able to do in the first one. So kudos to them on that. So despite the outcome, Paradox, I need to applaud because they every single week they come out and they're performing better and better. So really good job for them.
They didn't go down easy. That's for sure.
No way. It's called the Choco.
Called the Chaco.
I don't know about that, Dippy.
They already have a shotgun with slugs. It's called. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess you could use that, but it's not quite. Not quite.
I don't. I wouldn't consider it that myself.
Hey,
But-
what's that? What's that one shotty? It has like the drum magazine. That's on Call of Duty that has it. Like it's just like
I forget what it's
fire
called, but I
so
know what you're
quickly.
talking about.
Be nice to have that. That'd be
Yeah.
a cool one to have.
A drum round auto shotty. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I would run with it.
But well, that's the only match for today, man. We got 2 more tomorrow. If you guys saw at the starting soon screen, we have trauma. Oh man, I'm gonna feel like a fool now because I had it in my memory.
Well, you got the
Trauma versus Grandma and Grandpa's.
yeah,
and
that's
then
at
you
3
have-
p.m.
and
and
then
at
you
2
have-
p.m. Eastern. You got the repeat offenders and Gab Army, right?
That is correct. So that's at 2 p.m. Yeah. So we'll cover at least one of them. We'll figure out what that is. But be sure to stay tuned. So hit that follow button if you're over on our Twitch channel, which is at twitch.tv/AH commentary. We are going to be covering as much as we possibly can, unless circumstances like what happened yesterday happen. We are also over on the official Alvo YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. And if you could do us a favor and hit that thumbs up button, it really helps the algorithm and shoots this kind of content to the top of the recommendation list. And also hit that notification bell. That's more so for you on all platforms to be notified when we go live. And if you're over on Facebook and you're seeing this live and you're not already part of the group or you know someone that isn't part of the group, get them in there. Okay. A lot of information goes up there and it's a great way to access the rest of the community and also the devs. And I will do my best to get us on TikTok. I need to figure that out. So I'm going to try to do that tonight. But thank you all so much. Odoyo, you got anything you want to say before we head out?
Love this game. Love this community. Can't wait to see you all tomorrow.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into Amateur Hour Commentary's presentation from the Alvo World League Week 5 match. I can't believe it's Week 5 already. Between Paragon and Paradox. Congratulations, Paragon, on the win. And we will see you guys in the next one. But until then, peace out.